Hammers up, everyone. Towley here. Right now, we're going to be going over something really cool. Now, this is a private beta realm that I've been playing on for the last day with other content creators under NDA and embargo, which by the time you watch this video will be lifted, and now we can show you the content. So, right now, we have the post-60 endgame of Venthyr available. So, what you're going to see here is pretty much after you've leveled through the game, you did all the zones, and you got to choose your covenant, and we chose Venthyr. This is what the server is currently representing. The process of what do you do, now that you've picked your covenant. In this case, it is Venthyr. So I'm gonna talk to Prince Renethal. He's gonna give me a quest. I'm gonna go through all this stuff. I have to learn the covenant abilities permanently now. So, I was able to learn every covenant ability and secondary ability in every zone to test them out. And now I've hit 60 and I'm like, yo, I want to be a vamp, bro. Bring on Edward and Jacob or whatever the hell you kids do nowadays with that shit. All right. So let's go ahead. Get over here. Oh, actually, I think he's giving me a tour. So this is, by the way, Revendreth. This is where the Venthyr are located. And this is what we would call Sinfall is the name of their little major city here. And this is the Covenant Sanctum itself. So we're going to focus mainly on Soulbinds, because I believe we get to choose our Soulbind very early in this quest line after you get your two abilities, which is, I believe, are Condemned and Door of Shadows. So first part is going to be receiving what we would call, what is it called? The Special Covenant ability? I don't know. I just call it the second ability. And in this case, it's the OP one. It's actually not even the main damage one. It's like the secondary one, the utility one. So we did that. We talked to you. We get our ability. Bam. And now we're going to meet the prince over in his little ritual hall. Put this on my bars. Little teleport. Everyone's going to be saying, oh, it's over 40%, 40%. Alright, now let's talk to the prince over here. And I think this is where we learn Condemned, which is like execute. There we go. You learn the following. Condemned. So you do a ritual. You stand here. Kind of put you up in the air. Obviously, there'll be some actual voiceovers, hopefully, for this entire area. But I think it's pretty cool that Blizzard's allowing us to do this cool testing. But like I said, by the time this video is live, I will already be streaming this whole process all over again to the public, so you guys can see, quest by quest, how it all goes down. And because it is this private beta realm, it's only going to be up for like a day. And then I believe in a couple of days, beta will be out, and you'll be able to do this on your own if you get chosen into the beta. So there is Condemned, which should be here. It's my execute. Meet the accuser at Forge of Bonds. I believe this is where we start doing the cool Soulbind stuff. I think. There we go. Now with the Soulbinds, as is right now, we can pick any of the Soulbinds and go down the tree. And warriors do have Conduits available. Now Conduits, I'll show you that in a second. Yeah, here it is. Complete the soul binding ritual. Nadija, please come forward. So she is one of my soul binds. She's the Mistblade. Don't look so glum, Draven. You'll get your turn soon enough. Ooh, they're like fighting over me. It's so cool. All right, so we talked to her. I'm currently binding myself. Work in progress. There you go. Yo, what's up? What's up, girl? We doing this? Yeah. Yeah. All kinds of soul bindings. And now we're bound. Done. Done-erino. There you go. Now that we're bound, strengthen your bond with Nadija. So now we're going to go and use the Forge of Bonds, and we're going to empower her soulbind. Now, I can empower any of them right now. Normally, the third soulbind gets unlocked throughout the Covenant campaign quest line. So I'm not sure, just for testing, they're giving us everything we want. So pretty much, you have to start in a certain row, and then you go like this way, You know, you go this way. It kind of guides you. You can reset it. Now, I'm not sure if resetting costs you 1 reservoir anima, which I don't have. God damn it. Hold on. Where's that little guy? There you go. Reservoir anima. It says 1. So that's pretty good. That only costs 1. Get some anima, please. How many did I get? 10,000. Perfect. Perfection. So you can reset it. And let me get over here with this. Yeah, so you can reset it. And then if you want to go this way, go down the middle if you'd like. Or you can just go bam, 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 bam. So you got to actually make sure you choose the right. Well, now, like the Soulbinds in general, go on wildhead.com, look at what they all do. Some are really overpowered. None of this is tuned yet, which is why I'm not even going to bother going through most of them. But there are some pretty cool ones like, you know, Door of Shadows increases your movement speed. You loot 20% more infused rubies. What's this one do? The duration of incoming interrupt, snare, and root effects are reduced by 25%. If you look at Dreven, he has a really cool one. Condemn grants 10% versatility to you and 4 versatility to up to 4 nearby allies. Lasts 10 seconds. They only occur every minute. So we're going to go into these. We're going to activate it to complete the quest. And the quest is now completed. Now we got to seek out the tactician lady. So while you're out there questing, you can actually switch these whenever you want. So let's just pick. Let's get these other ones done. You can activate there. Go this way. Activate. Okay, cool. So we're gonna stick with Nadija for now. So now, what you notice in these Soulbinds is that what's missing is conduits. Now, every icon for a conduit has a different role, right? So this X is a potency conduit. This is a finesse conduit, and these are endurance conduits. So pretty much, you know, offensive, defensive, and utility is what they're broken down into. Now, to get conduits, you have to farm the regular stuff in the game: raids, dungeons, PvP, arenas, battlegrounds, world questing, world bosses. You know, you get a bunch of conduits. Compare them to Legion relics. So here we go for Prot. We have what do we got here? About 9. We got 9 of them. So an example here for an endurance conduit would be the cooldown of shield wall is reduced by 20 seconds. You got that, right? So let's put all the endurance ones up here. Brutal vitality, 6% of damage you deal adds to your active ignore pain. Pretty damn good. I like that. That's not bad. Victory rush heals you for 400% of the damage it dealt over 8 seconds. Another endurance one right there. Revenge has a 4% chance to refund a charge of shield block. Put that right there. And what do we got here? Are these just all endurance? Oh, there's a couple finesse ones. Last stand increases your rage generation by 30%. Rallying cry duration and health granted are increased by 20%. Intervene reduces damage taken by the target by 10%. Intimidating shout can withstand 80% more damage before breaking, which is pretty good, I would say, for if you're doing like trash and stuff like that in a, let's say, like a Mythic Plus. And condemn increases the critical strike chance of condemn by 3% for 8 seconds, stacking up to 6 times. Now let's go to our Soulbind, and you should be able to access this system through a little Venthyr icon here. I'll show you how that works, and you can swap between them at any given time. That's how it is right now. So with Nadija, let's see what we have to put in here. So endurance are the shields. Potency are that's the potency conduit, is a little X right there. And then finesse would be the lightning bolt. So let's do some testing. Like, we could do this together. Stalwart Guardian. Put it in. Activate. Okay. Now I'm wondering. I thought at BlizzCon they said this would be interchangeable, but you can't take it out. So if I try to put, let's say, Revenge has a 4% chance to refund a charge of shield block. It does say Placeholder, though. Are you sure you want to replace this conduit? The existing conduit will be destroyed. Yeah. So I thought these were going to be just interchangeable. That's what I was under the impression of, but apparently right now they are not. So let's put in, let's see, another one there. Potency conduit here. And a finesse conduit there. So there you go. So right now I have Door of Shadows increases your movement speed by 80%. I have Revenge has a 4% chance to refund a charge of shield block. Intimidating Shout can withstand 80% more damage before breaking. Some NYI. Last Stand increases your rage by 30%. Rage generation by 30%. And then goes down the list. So you kind of have to map out how you want to play your character based on what conduits you currently have. Now, this is really complicated right now, so hopefully it becomes a lot easier during the live version. Let me show you how you can swap these pretty easily. Let me log into Towley. He's already been way into the quest line. So once you do all the initial quests, it should look like this. Covenant Sanctum. So show the Sanctum report. You hit that, it'll tell you what quests from the adventurers table you have available, which are in progress. Your calling quests, which are basically your emissaries. We haven't seen those yet. You'll receive another calling in 3 days. But then Soulbind powers. So I hit my Soulbind powers, and even when I was outside questing, I could just swap between all of them. You just gotta hit activate. So go here, activate this one, activate this one, activate that one. So right now, I think only mages, warriors, and brewmasters have conduits. But let me know what you guys think. That's the Soulbind system, man. I know, it's kind of complicated. Blizzard's getting a little crazy now that we're getting deeper into this content. Beta coming out. Now we know more. You know, now you got the Covenant ability with the secondary ability, with the Soulbinds and the Conduits, and it's a lot. But you know what? Instead of them giving us all this shit patch by patch, we're getting all of this at the beginning of the expansion. Which I like it because the whole point of this expansion is the Covenant system, and it's really deep. Now, the fucking tuning. Get it done, Blizzard.